You said you were using crutches before, and now you're a wheelchair user.
Yeah, actually, the thing is like when the polio affected me, it was up to my neck.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't move my neck like this side or this side. Like my parents has to like move my neck with their hands. That was a position when I was affected by polio, but later my parents took me to different hospitals and gave me different kind of surgeries and treatment.
But what does the Wheelchair Cricket Association do?
I want to play cricket, and I did not think much about all these things when I joined as a player. But later I realized that there are so many persons who are like very much to born to their houses, or they are bedridden kind of people. So we realized that, and we thought, why can't we start something which can help the people to come and play cricket?
Until when did you find hostels that were accessible? I think there was a certain point in your education that you stopped because there were no accessible hostels, right?
Actually, I did not stop my education because of not having accessibility, but I faced the problem. Up to 10th class, it is fine. Like there are schools where there's accessibility, and which accommodates disabled people. Up
Mm-hmm.
to 10th class, that is fine. Like after finishing the 10th, then when we enter the intermediate, then we don't have accessible colleges, because there are so many private colleges which are not at all accessible by. But I used to like I used to walk with the caliper, so I have to um take steps. I when I'm doing my graduation, I used to climb almost 2 floors every day. I
Wow.
have to do that. There's no choice. And when I'm doing my MCA also, I have to do that. There's no choice for that.
Welcome back to Beyond Limit Stories. In episode 21, we connect with Srikanth, a polio survivor, athlete, and founder of a wheelchair cricket association. From childhood struggles to building a platform for inclusive sport, his journey is one of resilience, leadership, and purpose. Stay tuned.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself, Shrikant. What do you do?
Uh, I work for Accenture as a senior security delivery analyst. Oh, so I'm basically from Hyderabad. I work for Accenture.
Okay, and
I'm also director of the Telangana Wheelchair Cricket Association. So we are three directors. One of them, like I'm one of them. So we work for a Wheelchair Cricket Association.
oh, very nice. So, what does the Wheelchair Cricket Association do?
So it's like uh, people who are interested into play cricket, uh, who are bound to wheelchairs. So we find them, and we bring them into the field, and we'll train them and make them play cricket. Like it's like something that I'm passionate about cricket. So I have started as a player, like I want to play cricket, and so I just want to. I did not think much about all these things when I joined as a player, but later I realized that there are so many persons who are like very much to born to their houses, or they are bedridden kind of people. who are passionate about the things, but they don't have a pathway where they can come and play. So we realized that, and we thought, why can't we start something which can help the people to come and play cricket? So that's how it started.
So you're a director now. How long have
Yes.
you been part of this?
It's been 3 years. Like I have started playing almost 4.5 years back. We have started our organization 3 years back,
Mhm.
and we are with like DCCI right now. Uh,
What's that?
it's an organization for Divyang cricket,
Okay.
and there's one more organization which is WCIA, Wheelchair Cricket India. So we are part of that association. So
Okay.
yeah, those that association state board we are.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Okay. Sorry about that. So, how did you get involved in playing cricket?
So I'm like from my childhood, like I was diagnosed polio at like when I am 1 year old.
Okay.
So from then I studied in like I've studied in different hostels. I did not stay at home and studied. I've studied in different hostels. So it's like basically there are hostels which accommodate disabled people or the study centers. So I have studied there. Then later, like when I am, I think when I'm 11, 12 years old, I was introduced to cricket by my father. But it's like watching it. So I was so passionate about cricket, like learning everything, how things goes and all. So later, when I was in one of the hostels, we used to play in mud. At that time, I used to have calipers and I walk with calipers. So at that time, I'm not a wheelchair user. It's like around 2000s, 98, 2000 time. So we are not aware of all these wheelchair things at that point of time. So we used to play in mud, but we used to enjoy that game. So later when I joined my job and I was settled, there came a conversation online saying that there's something like wheelchair cricket where we can play cricket in the ground, sitting in wheelchairs and all. That when I realized like why shouldn't I try?
Hmm.
That's where I met one of our directors like Monu Sheikh. So we both thought why shouldn't we start this in Telangana, and we thought of like bringing it onto the ground. That's how it started, and I enjoy playing cricket.
Hmm. So I read that you have polio in your both your legs and in your hip. So
Yes,
I
yes.
guess it was progressive because you said you were using crutches before, and now you're a wheelchair user.
Yeah, actually, the thing is like when the polio affected me, it was up to my neck.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't move my neck like this side or this side. Like my parents has to like move my neck with their hands. That was a position when I was affected by polio, but later my parents took me to different hospitals and gave me different kind of surgeries and treatment. That when this got like up to hip, I was like it became normal up to hip. But from then, it was same from then. So I used to have calipers and walk before I was into this wheelchair. But later I realized like wherever I go, I have to walk. If I have to walk like 1.5 kilometer, or if I want to, like, I like traveling and I like exploring. So I thought this might not help me in this. So that's when I thought, like, why shouldn't I shift to wheelchair and explore the things?
Okay, so you made a conscious effort. You made a conscious choice to shift.
Yeah.
So, so, you generally, I'm in the same situation, right? But I never made that choice. I currently walk with difficulty, but I don't use a wheelchair just because I've felt that when I use a wheelchair, I become dependent on it. Is that what you find as well? That's why
Uh,
I walk.
yeah, there's a kind of dependency for a wheelchair. But at the same time, I realize if I am walking with sticks, is what you said is correct. Like, I'll be independent to uh like walk on my own. But when we go somewhere, like I when I travel, it's a bit difficult for me to walk long places.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where I feel like I have to use the wheelchair.
wheelchair.
Yeah,
Understand.
so because like if we want to ex like I want to travel and explore. So I just thought this might help me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, can you tell me a little bit about your schooling? So, you said up until, I think what I read is you said up until a certain age you were in hostels. Um,
Yes.
tell me about the hostels. How are they friendly for accessibility, and until when did you find hostels that were accessible? I think there was a certain point in your education that you stopped because there were no accessible hostels, right?
Actually, I did not stop my education because of not having accessibility, but I faced the problem. Um, Up to like when I was like up to 10th class, it is fine. Like there are schools where there's accessibility and which accommodates disabled people. Up
Mm-hmm.
to 10th class, that is fine. Like after finishing the 10th, then when we enter the intermediate, then we don't have accessible colleges. So because there are so many private colleges which are not at all accessible but I used to like I used to walk with the caliper, so I have to um take steps. I when I'm doing my graduation, I used to climb almost 2 floors every day. I
Yeah.
have to do that. There's no choice. And when I'm doing my MCA also, I have to do that. There's no choice for that. So I
Mm-hmm.
went, I did that because
But
I
for
just want
these
to.
higher educations, you were at home, correct?
I was in hostels only, but
Okay.
still the colleges are not accessible, and hostels used to be like they used to accommodate in ground floors. They are also not accessible, but they used to accommodate in ground floors if someone like someone who is disabled who can't climb up, they used to accommodate in ground floors.
Mm-hmm.
That's a kind of relief, but when it comes to colleges, then that's a problem.
Okay, so now let's move to your career. Right now you work at Accenture, which is a
Yeah.
fairly large name, right? Um,
Yeah.
tell me about throughout your career, not just Accenture, tell me about your ease or your difficulty with accessibility. Tell me about how your colleagues have treated you.
Luckily, I have started my career in 2015 with Global Logic Technologies.
Okay.
Like it's a Google project, so we used to work in Google's building, so it's accessible in all the way. So there's no problem for me. I haven't faced luckily any kind of mm, uh, problem with employees or with accessibility, anything. There's one phase where I I faced problem is in Cognizant.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be some kind of a problem with the cabs and all,
Right.
but yeah, that is there at some places. It's always depends on the managers there, like who manage traveling and all. It also depends on them also. So they have to be like given some kind of idea before uh, they choose them.
So, all of these jobs were in Hyderabad, yes?
Yes, yes,
Okay, and um, uh, how many jobs you've had? Maybe four jobs so far.
yes, yes. This is my fourth one.
Okay, so if you've had four jobs, how many of your jobs have had wheelchair accessibility? Because you're in a wheelchair, right? Or do you use your crutches when the facility is not available?
Yeah, actually, up to my last job, I used to have my calipers and I used to walk with that because I have to go to office every day at that time. After this COVID, when this work from home started, then I haven't like visited office that often. So
So you're
uh,
more in the
uh,
wheelchair.
yes, I'm on more on my wheelchair when it comes to like after this COVID times.
But the offices themselves, did they have accessibility in terms of ramps?
Yes, yes. No, actually I work for almost all big MNCs like Cognizant, Amazon, and Accenture.
Yeah, hear the
So
names.
yeah, yeah. So uh, it's like they are all accessible and they are disabled friendly offices.
Okay, good. Okay. So, okay. And do you use public transportation down in Hyderabad? Or do you have private vehicles?
No, no, it's very rare. Like public transportation in the sense it's buses and all. No, I can't use them because they are not accessible at all. Roads are not accessible. Bus stops are not accessible. Uh, no way we can use a bus.
How about train
Only,
stations?
yeah. Only the thing we can use is metro.
Is it all
That is,
accessible or still gate?
there are some places which are not accessible. Like they'll keep a lift, but
Yeah.
the lift will have one or two steps. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. But we
Yeah,
can manage.
that's a lot of India, right?
Yes,
इंडिया
yes,
में
yes.
काफी जगह से होता है बोलते हैं एक्सेसिबल है पर एक्सेसिबल लेने के लिए आपको दो सीढ़ी चढ़ना पड़ता है ऐसे होता है.
That is weird.
Okay, so I read something very interesting in your intake form. You said you had a very tough life, Hannah.
Yep, a tough life in the sense. I mean, I what I feel is like uh, whatever we take, like in the way, if you feel something is tough, then it is tough.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel it's not tough, it's not tough. That's how I feel. Uh, that's what I'm saying. Like when I was studying my graduation or post graduation, I have to climb two floors. But that is my choice whether I have to climb or I have to stop.
Yes.
So I chose climbing because I felt like this what will give me some kind of independence, financial independence, or whatever freedom I want, I can get that from there only. So I chose to climb it. So
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make like I did not I might feel tough when I'm climbing, but I don't feel that always like I have to go today, I have to that kind of feel I won't have any time. Like if I'm doing it, I'll feel when whatever I feel mentally, that is what I'll be doing. Like if I fix like this is what I have to do, then that's fine. That is
Mhm.
after that I won't feel like this is a tough life.
Okay. I want to take a quick detour. I want to play a game with you called the Beyond Limits moment. And my question to you is, if your life were a movie, Shrikant, what would it be called?
Hmm. I've It's a roller coaster.
A roller coaster. Okay. So let's get back to your story. You mentioned that you lived with your father, your wife, and yourself, right?
Yes.
Growing up, were you an only child or did you have siblings?
No, no, I have siblings. My brother, elder brother and elder sister.
Okay.
My
So,
was, uh, I think I'm 26 something, 25, 26. My elder brother got into some road accident and was expired.
mm,
Then later we are two, like my elder sister and me.
so, having, do you think your siblings were tell me how your siblings supported you, how your family supported you, um, knowing that
Uh,
you had polio.
yeah, they are very supportive because of them, I'm right now here, having my own independent life. Uh, because like they are very careful about me. They are very they love me very much.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point where they hurt me. If at all something happens, then they will feel more than like me. Then that's how they are. So my mother is someone like she's everything to me until 2022, where COVID got hurt. Like my mother expired at the COVID times. So that is like most hurting thing for me in life, because she's the one who kept me protecting, who
Yes.
gave me confidence, uh, who believed in me more than anyone. She believed in me that one day you will find your life. Uh, Sorry. So
Okay. Go ahead.
yeah, that's how she is and she was, and that kept me going.
Thank you for sharing that with me. But my mom is the same way. Do you think it's the nature of mothers?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Okay.
feel it.
Okay. Next cut, I want to ask you, um, Shrikant, if you had one superpower for the day, what would that be?
Uh, mm, One superpower.
Youth, invisibility, great strength, being tall, making decisions, being prime minister. If you had one superpower for one day, what would that be?
Uh, mm, for one day also, like uh, I'm happy with my life. It is not like that, but uh, I want to make my family feel that I'm there for them,
Mm-hmm.
because the whole life they are there for me.
Yeah.
But at least for one day, I have to make them feel I'm also there for them.
Oh, that's nice. I'm sure you are there for them.
Yes, I'm there for them, but uh, I feel like in in any concept, like in any time, they feel, yes, he's there for me.
Yeah, very nice. Okay, so tell me about this wheelchair cricket. How many people do you currently have in your association?
We have around 30 people. Like,
And how often do you meet?
yeah, we meet every monthly once, and we'll have a practice for 2 3 days, and we will have our like tournaments every 2 3 months. So it's like we'll be meeting.
Okay. So when you say tournament, who do you play against? Different
Yeah, we
states?
have, yes, yes, different states. We have state boards for almost all the states under WCIA and DCCI. So we will have tournaments, state versus state, or like zonal tournaments, national tournaments. So we will have all those things.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't realize that it's a recognized game. Uh, organized.
Yeah, it's not at like very popular, but it's a game like it's like a normal cricket only. If someone sees it, then they'll understand like how tough is to play it in a wheelchair.
In wheelchair, yeah. That's we're currently approached by Haryana's cricket team. Um, and we're currently gonna collaborate with them to host a wheelchair cricket match. But the thing is, me being, a founder of Alma Awakening, I'm interested in the people who don't use wheelchairs but want to play this game. Because people can take for granted that it looks easy. हम भी कर सकते हैं, but okay, दिखाओ कैसे खेलते हो wheelchair में बैठ के. So I think that would
Yeah,
be interesting.
yes, yes. I mean, it's not that easy. If it comes to batting and bowling, it looks easy.
Yeah.
But when the main thing happens and when you're in field, you have to uh, mm, like run like a normal person in a wheelchair to stop the ball, and
Right.
you have to make runs like run in between wickets like a normal person in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it's not that easy. It needs a lot of practice and all.
So, Srikanth, how do you get funding for these tournaments? Like whether it's travel, whether it's getting the equipment, is it all privately funded or do you get state
It's
funding?
Yeah, it's privately funded. We will approach MNCs, we'll approach donors, so who can support us when we are conducting a tournament. And also, like mm, when it comes to MNCs, there are people who support these kind of tournaments and state boards. And the thing is, like if we are conducting the tournament, then we have to take care of all the expenses of all the players who are coming from other states also. So
Oh,
this will be that will be done by picking the donations and all. We will be promoting businesses in the uh, meanwhile in that time, like to support us. So
mm,
that's how we collect funds, and we use it for tournaments and for player benefit.
okay. And so the Telangana Wheelchair Association, what do you think is the most beneficial part of being part of this?
So right now, we started it like we don't have players at that point of time where we started it. And we don't have funds when we started this, but right now it's like we are getting some kinds of funds from private organizations, and support also is like uh, we are getting that support right now, but we have worked a lot in the background to get all these things done. Now, if you are a player of Telangana wheelchair cricket team, then it's like you will have all the support for the financial support also for practice. If you're coming for a practice session, then you will be paid some amount for that day, and yeah, you'll have all the you're all traveling and food expenses will be paid by the organization. I think you're on mute.
Uh, Sorry about that. Okay, but so see, what I'm trying to understand is when you say Wheelchair Cricket Association, for me, the most important thing is the support, companionship, and
Yes, yes, yes.
like when your colleagues come to play, you guys feel a certain sort of solidarity, camaraderie that you may not feel with your colleagues in the office, right?
Yes, yes,
Like,
yes.
because you've maybe been through similar situations or similar hardships, there's that kind of there's you that can be a factor in your association, but it's also playing the sport and not being active. So I gave you two examples. What do you think is the most valuable thing about being part of an association such as this?
So, if like being part of association is like something, uh, we feel like more confident than before. Looking at the things what we have done. So we never thought, I especially I never thought like I'll be part of the some kind of organization like this, and I'll be doing something which will change the lives of the people.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
that's where I yeah
okay,
yeah
okay. So this changes lives, you said. Why do you think this changes lives?
yeah. There are people who are bedridden before they enter this association,
Hmm.
and now they travel on their own. They
Okay.
travel, yeah, they travel on their own, and they feel like they are there are people who started playing after playing this cricket. They moved to some other individual sports, and they got into like they got medals. They played for India. So there are players like that, and when I see that, then I feel like, yeah, I have done something meaningful.
Good. So, have you traveled to different states? And if
Yes.
so, how do you guys travel? Do you guys travel train, plane? How's it accommodated?
Yeah, before we used to travel in trains because of lack of budget and all.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like when we started the organization, we don't have anything. At that point of time, we used to travel in disabled bogies. So the whole team has to travel in one disabled bogie.
Okay, what
Uh,
what is that?
so there's a coach in trains where it is for only for disabled people.
Okay.
So we used to that is a small coach which will accommodate around 10 people normally. So we have to adjust, and we have to travel in those coaches before.
And
But now
what is the difference between this coach and a regular coach?
that is kind of more accessible. The disabled coach is accessible to toilets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
So yes, that is kind of accessible coaches. There will be only one coach for one or two coaches per train.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we used to travel like that. Now we sometimes we get funds and we'll make travel through planes
That's good.
or AC coaches like that.
Do all states in India currently have a wheelchair association?
Yeah, almost all states have the wheelchair association. One or two, like Kerala, I think they don't have a wheelchair association, and
Okay.
some else team. Like almost all the states we have it.
And how many people are required on a cricket team?
It's 11, like
Okay.
11 people play in the field, and there will be two more extra players and
Okay.
coach and assistant coach. So it will be a 15-member team when we travel.
Okay. So generally a cricket team is about 13 players.
Yeah, it's 11 plus 2. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So, Srikanth, let's kind of look at your life. Now we've taken a look at your life in detail. Now let's go back and I want to ask you some questions. Um, what do you think was the hardest part of your life?
Um, Hardest part of my life is like it's my a study journey. Like when I was like having my studies, that that point of time, that's the hardest journey I have. Like my family is like upper middle class from my childhood.
Mm,
So I was never that I did not face any financial issues actually, but
yeah.
it's like my physical thing that make me feel hard because I have to that's what like I have to walk around 1 2 kilometers to go to college from hostel. When we are doing it in a daily routine, then it will become hard. Like
Yeah.
so that's where I used to have that feeling like it's being hard for me.
So now would you go back and do you ever wish that you didn't have polio?
Um, no, I never thought of it like that.
No. I mean,
No.
okay, now think of it. Like if I say, if I could grant you one wish, would that wish ever be that, oh, I want to live my life without polio?
Yeah, that is like yeah, I if I don't have a like if I don't have polio and I'm a normal person, my life would be different. That will always be there, but uh maybe people might have like the people around me love me so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have missed that love.
Yeah. So
So
it's a trade-off.
sorry.
And it's a trade-off that but you rather not know what you're what
Yes.
gonna get.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's very encouraging because I've done about a more than a dozen of these podcasts and I've met people from all different walks of life, all different challenges. And the one thing that everyone has in common is saying no matter how difficult the journey has been, they say we wouldn't wish that we were physically better. And I just find that so encouraging and so like it's so enlightening almost to know there like if you got every single person and I've met like almost 30 individuals so far 2 years I've been doing this, and everyone tells me whether it's cancer, whether it's a neurological condition, whether it's something they have a deformity, they say that when I ask them this question, no one ever tells me, oh, I wish I were not differently abled. Everyone tells me I'm grateful for the lessons that I've learned, and I'm grateful for the hardships and what I can give to society. So it's real, from my standpoint, um, it's very enlightening. It's very heartwarming to hear that people, are strong enough and people are resilient enough to say, I rather choose a life of hardship than to have, no hardship at all. Because now my life is more worthwhile.
Yeah, there's a saying says that like um, people who can face challenges, then the nature gives you only the challenges.
Yeah.
So maybe because we can face it, that's the reason we were given those.
Yeah, maybe, I've heard that many times, and I say that to people who get a little disheartened that, the only reason you're given a challenge is because you're strong enough to withhold it, right?
Yeah,
And sometimes, when a person is in a tough spot, if you can just remind that to them, sometimes it's a little bit easier to hear than other times. But I think when you hear that, when someone says that to you, that you're stronger, that just makes you feel better about yourself and say, yes, I can do it, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So if you had one piece of advice to give people who are facing hardships, besides what the quote you and I just discussed, what would you tell them?
Um, uh, things won't stay longer, whether it's hardships or whatever life we are living. Tomorrow it changes.
Mhm.
Whether you are in any situation, tomorrow it changes. So just think in a positive way and be resilient.
Yeah. So you mentioned, Srikanth, you're married.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your marriage journey? Because in the differently abled community, often what I hear, it's a little bit challenging to find a partner, to find a companion. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, yes, it's difficult to find a partner mm, for a disabled person because when uh, I got married, like there are very like struggles to find a partner. Uh, I feel like uh, I don't know what to say, but people see it like your disability rather than what you are as a person when it comes to marriage.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where the problem is. Like, uh, and also you should be in an environment where you like you have people around you, or you must be like mm, enough encouraging to pursue your like if you are having feelings for someone, then there are so many people like uh, they won't be able to express them because of their like they feel it like I maybe got rejected because I'm a disabled person.
Mm-hmm.
So like everyone as a human being, we all have that feelings for someone or like so it's like I feel like there should be an environment or people around you who can encourage you, or if something happens, they can support you mentally. So that should be the environment that only can save these kind of situations. Or like when it comes to marriage, that is what I feel like. Uh, see, I'm also married right now, and it's been like 10 years of journey for me. I have
Wow.
married in 2015. So it's been 10 years of journey. So my partner is also physically challenged, like the same way how other people's have that problem of marriage I too had at that point of time. But uh, it's just what you say. It's if something is written, it will happen. That is the kind of story for me. So yeah, so she's a she can walk, but having some minor disability.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so she's a housewife right now. Like we are partners from 10 years. Yeah, having
So
like
I have a question for you. So you met me in Goa. Um, I don't know. I don't know how much you know about my foundation, but if seeing that you're an Accenture, there are other people. So if you know, I work on inclusivity. That is my goal, right? To make people with different abilities feel included. Not only make us feel included, but make the playing field so that everyone feels included, right? Not
yeah.
just you and me, but people who don't have different abilities, right? I want to thank you for joining me, Srikanth.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. This is my first podcast with anyone. So yeah, thank you for the opportunity and also these kind of podcasts will help people not only just give a exposure to someone, but it also gives uh, a self assessment kind of thing. Like, are we on a point? Are we on right track? And also give a what we say. It's like it feels like good when we are talking with someone and share ideas and all.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
that's the great feeling.
Yes. That's why I started this to know that we're not in these journeys alone. You know, there's
Yeah, yeah.
wherever people are in India, um, there are people, it's to inspire each other, it's to empower the community, and it's to give ideas to each other even if it's not in our community, the community at large, because at the end of the day, this is not our community, it's not theirs. It's not, it's inclusive, it's ours, it's everyone's, right? So to make it
Yes,
easier for everyone, that's important. And that's the message of this podcast. So, yes, I do hope it goes out to people, and I think it does help people, voice what they need to voice and share what they need to share.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining, Shrikant. It was so nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.